Have you ever wondered what really causes chronic pain and whether it's all in your head or something deeper? In his new book, It Doesn't Have to Hurt, Dr. Sanjay Gupta explores that question, and in many ways he gets it right. But there's also something very important that he misses, something that affects millions of people living with chronic pain every day. I'll reveal what that is at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Michael Lenz, a pediatrician, internist, and lifestyle medicine physician with over 29 years of seeing children and adults. As someone who's cared for patients living with both acute and chronic pain for decades, there's a lot I've learned over those years. That's why I wrote Conquering Your Fibromyalgia and started this YouTube channel and podcast to bridge the gap between what the science says and what patients actually experience. Before we dive in, this video, as always, is sponsored by you, not any supplement companies. When you like and share this, you'll help others discover this channel and help support this mission. So thank you for being part of the Conquering Your Fibromyalgia community. All right, let's see what Dr. Gupta got right and what he left out.
We're already getting an idea of just how busy this hospital is. It just got the all clear signal.
I'm a trauma neurosurgeon. After decades of treating people in pain, people all around the world,
You get an idea of just how challenging.
I thought I truly understood pain and the life-changing toll it takes. That is, until now. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta. It doesn't have to hurt.
I really like how Dr. Gupta sets the stage here. As a neurosurgeon, he's seen pain in its most extreme forms, post-surgical, traumatic, and neurological. And he's right. The science of pain is rapidly changing. But pain isn't just about tissue damage, it's about perception, memory, emotion, and other factors, and how our brain interprets those signals.
You know the expression, it's all in your head? Well, actually with pain, it absolutely is. The brain is your pain center, not the place where you actually injure yourself, your stubbed toe, broken wrist, or pulled muscle. Pain is created when signals travel from the point of injury to the brain. And then your brain reacts with sensation of pain. It's why everyone reacts so differently to pain, because everyone's brain is unique. Two people with identical injuries on an X-ray could have completely different perceptions of pain. And it's that subjectivity that makes pain, especially chronic pain, so hard to treat.
That's exactly right. And it's one of the hardest truths for people living with chronic pain to accept, because it's often misunderstood. When we say pain is in the brain, we don't mean it's imagined. We mean it's generated and modulated by brain circuits. Two people can have identical X-rays or lab results and completely different pain experiences because pain is personal. It's affected by the biology, psychology, environment, social, and spiritual aspects.
I'm about to take you on a trip inside the brain. 3.5 pounds of the most mysterious tissue in the known universe, with more connections than stars in the sky. And hidden in that big galaxy of stars are the connections that create pain.
It's mind-boggling, right? More than a needle in a haystack.
Dr. Prasad Travalkar will be our guide. He's a neurologist, a pain doctor, a trailblazer, and he is searching for the mystery of pain inside the brain.
So, for the longest time, pain was called the fifth vital sign, right? But unlike the other four vital signs, there's no objective measure, right? It's not like temperature or heart rate. So one of the holy grails of pain medicine has been coming up with a biomarker for measuring how intense or how severe somebody's pain is.
Yes, finding an objective biomarker for pain has been a long-standing goal, but while the search for brain-based measures continues, we already have excellent clinical tools that assess pain holistically, more than just the how bad is your pain from 0 to 10. In chronic pain, in fibromyalgia, we use the Widespread Pain Index and the Symptom Severity Score. When combined, they form the Fibromyalgia Index Score, a validated tool that quantifies pain and symptom burden and correlates strongly with what we find in fibromyalgia clinically and in research. And then there's the Fibromyalgia Impact Questionnaire Revised. It's a valuable instrument for understanding how pain affects daily life, fatigue, sleep, and emotional health. So while brain imaging and probes are fascinating, these patient-centered measures already give us a rich, practical way to evaluate pain in the real world.
This is exactly an example of the device that...
So, Travalkar has made this his life's work. and has an audacious plan to try and measure pain. To start, surgery to stick multiple probes all over the brain.
Like it's this device kind of goes above under the scalp and connects to one of the wires going into the brain.
Scientists then simply listen to the billions of neurons in the brain and see what areas fire up when the patients have pain.
And we're targeting key areas.
I told you, it's audacious, about as cutting edge as it gets.
So telling someone you're going to drill holes in their skull, it should raise concern.
Now, this is truly remarkable. Implanting electrodes directly into the brain to listen to pain signals. It's groundbreaking neuroscience, no question about that. It's still highly experimental, prohibitively expensive.
So they tell you all this, and your first reaction is what?
I'm phone up.
Click.
Yeah, no way. Ain't happening.
After being a real daredevil in his early years, 54-year-old Ed Mowry had collected a lifetime of injuries and a lifetime of pain.
34 surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
11 knee surgeries. I had my right knee replaced. I've had C3 to T1, L4 to S1, all fused, all new discs.
Initially, Ed would heal and the pain would subside. But then starting in 2009, after knee surgery, a relentless pain developed like he had never felt before.
Unbelievable burning, just nonstop. Think about the worst burn you've ever had in your life and multiply it by 10 or 20, and then it never, ever stops. Yeah, it's, it feels like someone's cutting the bottom of your feet. It's quite painful. I would say it's more than painful.
It took 10 years and lots of doctors for Ed to be diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome, or CRPS. It usually occurs after an injury or an operation, and while it can occur anywhere in the body, it usually affects the hands or feet.
So in a sense, maybe it was the surgeries, but it seemed to have started you on the cycle of pain.
Yeah.
Now you might wonder, and so did I, if the surgery that kicked off Ed's chronic pain was in his knee, then why was the pain now so profound in his feet? Well, the best way to think about this may be like the phantom pain of an amputee. That's pain in a limb that no longer even exists. After all, Ed had no cuts or bruises, no visible injuries. This pain was being completely manufactured in his brain.
Manufactured pain from the brain with no stimulus, it's unreal.
So that's just your brain creating the pain?
Yes. The Lyrica and the morphine will be first.
He did try a very long list of pain pills.
And these are all the ones that I was on.
So hydrocodone, Norco, Celebrex, Vicodin, Percocet, oxycodone, Demerol, Tramadol, Temazepam, Gabapentin, methocarbamol, Baclofen, Valium, Flexeril. I don't even know this one. Did you ever had zero pain even when you were on these meds?
No.
Eventually, he had enough and was willing to do anything, even brain surgery.
I thought, let them do whatever they gotta do just to get me out of pain.
In the fall of 2024, Ed had electrodes implanted deep into his brain.
You're seeing here Ed's brain, and all of these little colors represent probes.
And there are as many neurons in your brain, if not more, than there are stars in the sky.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like throwing a telescope up at the sky and just seeing what you see or hearing what you hear.
Yeah,
It's quite
exactly.
a daunting task.
And we're actually recording activity from each one of those 140 contacts to try to identify where to stimulate, but identify what is the signal, the biomarker that tracks his pain.
And for the first time ever, they obtained a real-time pain map. What you're looking at is Ed's brain in pain. And then they pass an electrical current into Ed's pain centers.
Drop to zero.
And watch what happened.
Both drop to zero.
To zero.
Yeah.
You don't feel pain right
Don't
now.
feel nothing. I feel my feet.
Yeah.
Like I can, but
Yeah.
the pain's gone. Pain's stopped.
You're not kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
I believe you.
I'm not kidding. It dropped. I mean, it's barely hooking at a 1 on both of them.
That's incredible.
It was like a veil lifting. It was like a ton of bricks falling off your shoulders. It was all at once, all at once. And it was euphoric.
But that was the first time in a long time, Ed, that you had not been in pain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like the best drug I ever did, and I didn't do any drugs.
Right.
Yes, we were not expecting that at all. It surprised me how quickly he responded, but you hit a particular spot and it, changes their life.
I'm able to tell you exactly the number of my pain.
I visited Ed in his hometown of Albuquerque, New Mexico, to see just how much it had changed his life. Walking, exercising, just enjoying time out with friends, and also traveling the world with his music.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
He continues to meet with Shavalkar's team to monitor his implants remotely, checking in from New Mexico.
All right, there you go.
Nice, look at that, we're in here.
Since the brain is a dynamic organ, they are always tweaking the settings. He even felt it turn on during our interview.
I can feel the pain go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Geez, Ed, I gotta say, because I've been a neurosurgeon for, long time, I haven't heard that level of description before.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much what makes me one of the first cyborgs in the United States. It's 100% changed my life.
Ed is a pioneer. Ed is one to help himself, but really to help humanity, to make this world better. And that's just, it's priceless to me.
I feel like I owe him my life.
Still, what it shows is profound. It confirms modern pain science already tells us that pain is not just a body problem, it's a brain network problem. CRPS is one of the most devastating pain disorders we know of. It falls under the umbrella of fibromyalgia and other nociplastic pain syndromes. It can be triggered by a small injury or surgery, but the pain becomes excruciating, out of proportion to any physical damage. It's as if the brain's alarm system gets stuck in the on position. Seeing Ed finally experience relief is moving, but it's also a reminder of how complex and deeply rooted pain can be.
Invasive brain surgery for pain. Obviously, this won't be an answer for the masses, but look at what we have learned. Pain lies in the brain. It is measurable, it is predictable, and preventable.
There's hope. A lot of scientists are tirelessly working around the world to try to make your life better in the next 5 to 10 years.
Okay, 5 to 10 years. We'll come back and check in.
All right.
I agree, pain does lie in the brain. But remember that important piece I teased at the start? The part Dr. Gupta didn't address? It's the connection between chronic pain and neurodivergence. Those who are autistic, have ADHD, and related conditions experience pain differently. Heightened sensory processing, altered interoception, and differences in stress response make them particularly vulnerable to chronic pain syndromes like fibromyalgia, migraines, IBS, chronic fatigue syndrome, chronic pelvic pain, as well as CRPS. Recognizing this is crucial and often overlooked in purely structural models of pain. It opens new ways to treat pain that are holistic, lifestyle-informed, and brain-based. So yes, Dr. Gupta got a lot right. Pain truly does live in the brain, but for millions of neurodivergent individuals, there's more to the story, and understanding it could transform care. If this resonated with you, like, share, and comment. It's the best way to help others find this channel and get support. And for more deep dives into chronic pain, neurodivergence, and lifestyle medicine, check out other episodes of the Conquering Your Fibromyalgia podcast and channel, where we explore the science and the stories of healing. I'm Dr. Michael Lenz. Thanks for watching.